It's me. It is me. I am live, as they say. I've started a poll because I want to know if you're a cat or a dog person. Let me just check that I have gone live. Yay, I have. Super splendid. So, are you a cat or a dog person or both? See, I would be both because I was brought up with dogs, but I now have cats. So, I am a both. I warn you, my mouse has gone a bit doolally this morning, so I might have to do some leaning across to use my mouse pad on my laptop, but who knows. So, as you join, let me know which is your favourite, cat or dog. We've got a dog. Oh, I can't see. Can't see my comments. Why can't I see my comments? Can't see if anyone's there. No, this is terrible. Can't be because I've got my... Oops, it's probably something to do with my live chat. There we are. 1 to 6. Morning, Claire. So I can now see Claire. Oh, we've got cat, dog and both so far. So, Lorna is leaning towards a cat. We've got somebody else up there and I can't see who it is. Hello, Nora. Yeah, my mouse is being really troublesome, so I might have to do leaning. We're 50% cat so far. Let me see if I can see who that is at that top. Oh, this is annoying. I want to see who's there. Oh, it's Judith. I can just work out that it's Judith. Oh, thank you, Judith. Yes, it's it hasn't quite sunk in yet. I think it's fair to say. Oh, hello, Karen from New Hampshire. Always a nice wake up. So yes, in case you don't follow me on social media, and dare I say, if not, why not? I'm everywhere. You're a dog person, Karen. If you can use the poll, assuming you can see the poll, that would be great. So yes, if you don't follow me on social media, I am all over social media. Facebook is my least active, I would say, but certainly Pinterest, Instagram a lot at the moment, and yes, to a degree on Facebook this last weekend. I'm in 3 of the top performer categories in the UK for the last Stamping Up year, which is just mind-blowing. I knew I was in at least one top performer category because they send you an email to say what you're going to be recognised for at onstage, and this was on stage at home. So I knew I was going to be recognised for various things. Good morning, Amanda from WA. G'day from WA. There was a song when I was in Perth many years ago, about 30, 40 years ago, all about WA. But yes, so I knew I was going to be in one of the top performer categories. To be in 3 of them is just, it is blowing my mind. So I was top 4, I was number 5. 5 is my new lucky number. I was number 5 for leadership, team building and overall in the UK. And for sales, which is the other category that they have, I wasn't in the top 5, but I was number 10. Perth is the best. Absolutely, Amanda. But yes, it was about 30, 35 years ago. There was a thing about g'day from WA. G'day from WA. And I can't remember what the rest of it was, but yes. Anyway, so yes, my mind is a little bit blown. And it really hasn't sunk in yet. And I'm sure it will eventually. Hello, Sue. Sue, thank you. I like that. Sue Boo bringing crafting to you. Thank you. What a great strapline for your YouTube. But yes, I'm my onstage. My top performer gift, because we all get a gift if you're in one of the top performer categories that's recognised at on stage. You get a gift, and it's already been shipped. It's coming all the way from Utah, so I don't know, maybe in a month I'll get it, who knows, but I am looking forward to it. And we have seen what it is, so it's not a surprise, but it's, yeah. It's been a while since your dad lived here too. He's now back in Nottingham. Excellent. Nottingham, I don't know if I've ever been to Nottingham. I must change that. I must do something about it. Anywho, so yes, if you don't already follow me on Facebook, obviously on YouTube, but if you don't subscribe, please subscribe. It's in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. And, oh, bless you, Lorna. Yes, don't forget to share and like. Thank you. So yes, subscribe, share, like. You can find me over on Instagram. It would be awesome if you would like to follow me on that as well. Pinterest, I'm all over Pinterest. So again, that would be great. You can find all of these on my website. There are links to all of my social media channels. So if you don't already, it would be great if you would like to. And of course, if you're in the UK and not already on my team, do look at, in fact, if you're in the UK, France, Germany, Austria, or the Netherlands, look at the joining offer at the moment, particularly today through to Thursday. We've got the seasonal sale. So there's 10% off all cardstock. There's that by all cardstock, I mean literally all cardstock, including shimmery white. It doesn't include vellum or the specialty papers, but it does include all coloured cardstock. I think in Europe at the moment, one of the basic whites is no longer orderable. Thank you, Amanda. All about Robin Hood there. Yes, it is all about Robin Hood there. So yes, 10% off card, 15% off all classic ink, and by classic I mean not Memento StazOn or Versamark, and 20% off dies in the annual catalogue. So whether they're part of a bundle or standalone. So surprise, surprise, I'm using one of the standalone dies today because it just made sense. I'm also using coloured cardstock because that made sense as well. So if you join Stamping Up wherever you are in the world, but obviously if you're in the UK, France, Germany, Austria and the Netherlands, you can join my team. No white available in Australia at all. I know it just goes out of stock. So yes, if you're in Europe, one of the European Stamping Up countries, and you would like to join my team, I would love to welcome you. I do have team members in Europe, so you would not be alone. I do not, however, speak a foreign language particularly well, so you would need to be an English speaker. But the £75, €100 offer on the joining kit at the moment is just amazing. Hello, Brenton. Right, so I'm going to flip you down and I will show you what I've done so far. It needs a bit of finishing, which I will do later, but it will at least show you where I'm heading. So, and I will then look at the poll. Let's see, we're on 46% dog at the moment. So if you haven't already voted, do vote for the poll. For whether you're a cat, a dog, or a both person. So this is the all dressed up dies. Driving home from sunny Hilton Head Island. Oh, thank you, Donna. I as I say, it hasn't sunk in. It will, but it hasn't. I think it would have sunk in more if I'd have been at an in-person on stage, but I have to say, by the time I saw that I was 5 overall in the UK, I actually cried because it was just too much. It just blew my mind. Anyhow, So the All Dressed Up dies obviously go with the All Dressed Up stamp set. Chile, Florida. Okay, Jan. But it's got this lovely bag, and I thought I would use this lovely bag. So we have got a shoe, a lipstick, labels. This is a strap to put on the bag if you so wish. There are buttons, there are little buckly bits, a perfume bottle and 2 flowers. But this is what I'm looking at. And as I say, it's 20% off at the moment in my online store, or indeed anybody else's online store. So this is the bag that I've made so far, and I will finish it later. But the one I want to make now is, surprise, surprise, using the Sweet Little Stockings suite. Is it the Sweet Little Stockings suite? It's the one with the Sweet Little Stockings, Sweet Stockings, page 30 to 31 in your annual in your mini catalogue. Now, dies from the mini are not, underlined 3 times, not, these are not in the sale. But I'm mostly using the All Dressed Up, which is fine. So this is, as I say, page 30 to 31 of your mini catalogue. It's got these lovely papers, and I've chosen the one with the lights on it, the Christmas lights, because it's non-directional, and for the bag a non-directional paper is quite useful unless you want to use a lot of paper, and I'll explain that as I go along. Well, actually I'll explain it now. I have done all of the die cutting I need to do for the bag, but what I mean by non-directional on the pattern is, if you pop this onto the grid paper, can you see? You probably can't see the grids, but anyway, trust me, this has got grids on it. So if you get this straight, this is going to be off straight. By the time you put it in, it's just going to look a bit odd. For me, anyway. As you know, I'm a bit odd. So I've gone for non-directional. So I have cut 2 of the bases in Pool Party and 2 in the paper. I'm going to trim the paper. All you need to do, this is really easy if you want to get paper onto your bag, just cut along the dotted lines, because there are stitched lines. Like you can see it on here. There are stitched lines on your on the die. So if you just cut along the dotted lines, it will be great. By your standard, it's chilly because it's 63 degrees. Yeah, I wish it was 63 degrees here, but hey. Hello, Priscilla. Yeah, it's not 63 degrees here. So I'm actually cutting slightly, very slightly inside the dotted lines, because me being me, I don't like the look of the dotted line when you've cut along it, because it does go in and out a bit. It looks a bit like a postage stamp, and it just, I don't like it. Not when I want it to be a straight edge. But you can, basically what I'm saying is you use the dotted lines as your guide. So this does take a wee while. It's not a huge amount of work, but it does take a wee while. And I don't like to do too many shortcuts on my videos, even for live ones, because I want you to know how long it takes. So I can show you how long it takes by doing it live. Now, this is the only bit that's slightly tricky because you're going round the corner. I find that that one is harder than this one, and that's because of the direction I'm going in. So I find it easier to go that way round and see where I'm going than the other way round. It's just me, because I'm weird like that. So these I'm going to cut across in one fell swoop, because I might as well. So which of you demonstrators, and I know a lot of you are demonstrators, which of you went to On Stage at Home? Did you enjoy it? Did you get the swag box? have you placed your PPE, your product purchase premiere order yet? Because today's the last day. If today is the 16th, and I say this because I know Australia is quite a bit ahead of us, so if it's still the 16th in Australia, which I think it is, then you have until the end of today to place your product purchase premiere order to get the celebration freebie that comes with it. And then you also get an attendee, some attendee gifts in the first demonstrator order that you place after onstage before the end of the year. I think it's the 30th of December it expires, but I'm sure any demonstrator will have placed an order by the end of the year, because of course we've got pre-order for the new incoming mini catalogue starting in December. So another reason why joining Stamping Up Now with the enormously discounted starter kit. Do you realise that if you buy the starter kit for £75, you get £130 of product? I mean, that is just mind-numbingly amazing. So you get £55 of free product. Plus, you don't have to pay postage. So in the UK, that's another £4.95 that you save. It's just awesome. And you can put discounted card and dies into your starter kit, so you can save even more money. And then on the 1st of December, you can order from the pre-order list for the new mini catalogue. And earn celebration items in December as well, because you can pre-earn celebration. So an amazing time to join, and you also get to have your discount through until the end of April next year at the very earliest, if you meet the very achievable minimum requirements, you will continue for longer. For the UK, someone worked out that its minimal requirements is, and this is before your discount, £90 a month. And that's like a membership. I mean, it's like being in some gyms costs that much a month. So really not a lot of money. And as it's your hobby, it's allowed. So, Karen did do on stage at home, and she's ordering her PPP today. Brenton had an awesome time. Good, yes, got the swag and placed your PPP today. Yeah, I stupidly, because I hadn't realised what was coming, I just didn't read the instructions properly. I stupidly placed my PPP, not PPE. Not everything in this world is about COVID. I stupidly placed my product purchase premiere on Thursday, which means that I didn't get to combine it with my order today for some more cardstock. Morning, B. So yes, it wasn't very clever of me, but I have placed a new order, and because it's still during PPP ordering time, I got even more celebration items. So yay! Right, okay, so I have cut all these out. Now I need to stick them on. This is where things speed up a bit. So where are we now? So far on the poll, 44% are dog. Now, this is an item that we got if you are one of the leaders, so you went to centre stage, or would have gone to centre stage if we'd had one. We got some stationery storage stuff. This is the pen pot, which is perfect for my bone folder and my glue during lives. I mean, perfect. But we also got some magazine racks. So all good stuff. Really pretty, with some of the new designer series paper on it. I mean, not on it, but, you know, there's the design of the designer series paper. Although they've changed the colour very slightly, to one that I actually slightly prefer on Very Vanilla. So this is where the jigsaw puzzle starts. I'm not going to worry about whether the pattern matches because we've got gaps. So really not worried, which I know is unusual for me, but there are moments when I just have to go with the flow, and this is one of those moments. So what have we got? Yes, you went to On Stage and loved it. All my goodies arrive tomorrow. Yay! 16th in Oz for another hour and 40 minutes. Gosh, you're joining me late. We only have one celebration item available to choose from. Yes, absolutely. But you can get as many of them as you like. And it's the same for all of us. But hey, something's better than nothing, is all I would say. But just for going, we got all these free bits. So we've got a stamp set, a reel of ribbon, and an embellishment just for going. And that will be in our first order after On Stage. Well, or now. Because I added it to my order this morning because they were added as items that we could get after On Stage, well, after the PPP was available. So because I ordered my PPP early, I didn't get to add my freebies to that order. So that's all I'm doing, is just adding this inside the stitch lines, just with a bit of green glue. Or I will be sending out a newsletter for those of you in the UK who are not on my mailing list yet, and by this I mean people who are not team members. So I will be sending out a newsletter later today. I seem to be sending newsletters almost daily at the moment because there's so much to talk about, with details of my glue sale, which I know I keep talking about, and it will be happening any day now. I have stocked up on glue, and we can cash and carry that, which means we don't have to order it or order it to order, if you see what I mean. We can hold stock of it, and I will be doing a sale. It's like a Black Friday sale before Black Friday. You grabbed 3. I've got a few more than 3 coming. I've got some already because I have to say I did expedite my PPP order, because that's just me. So yes, I have some already, some of my little freebies already, and some will be coming with my cardstock. Right, okay, now I am going to get my bone folder and just make sure that everything is well pressed down, because the last thing you want is for your bits of paper to ping off. Now, I find that the easiest thing to stick the sides together with is tear and tape. That way. I'm just trying to find, because my tear and tape's got a slight angle on it from where I've torn it. And I just wanted to work out which was going to be the best edge for it to be on. I wonder if this is going to be the right length. I did another order with the sales, so that's why you got 9? Good grief. Wow. I don't have 9. Wow. Gosh, you must have put a big order in for the sale. I am guessing. Or you put in other things with your PPP. Or maybe you ordered more than one of the items in the PPP. I got some things that were duplicated. I actually ended up with one of the items triplicated, which I hadn't quite expected. But it's gorgeous, so I don't care. I might show you that in a moment, because it's gorgeous. There are so many lovely things coming. Right, okay, so this is where I go a bit... Yes, that's right. So I'm going to attach one to t'other there. Oh, we've had our digital badges sent. So if we were going to a live on stage, we'd get ribbons to denote our achievements, but we don't get those when we're at home. So we got our digital badges. They arrived overnight. Yay! So I'm going to get those popped onto my website, which will be fun. The lady who very kindly looks after my website for me, because I don't know how to run a website, is going to add those for me later in the week. Oops. She's already put buttons on for the sale. And when she takes the sale button off, she will put my top performer badges on. So that'll be nice. Right, so that is my basic box. And then for the base, I actually use liquid glue again. 3 a.m. Good grief. Oh! You're catching me live at 3 a.m. Good grief. That is... wow. I think it's the word I'm looking for. Oh, the other thing that has gone mad on social media is I run a crafty hangout, which is just like a community group on Facebook. And the number of people that have asked to join in the last couple of weeks is mind-blowing. But if you want to join that, you will find that at Old Stables Crafty Hangout on Facebook. And it's literally just for sharing your crafty bits. So here's a little tip. The base of this box is, the base doesn't go all the way across. So what I tend to do is add adhesive to each of the long edges. So the top of one and the bottom of the other, and just come down a wee bit on each. And then you're not going to end up with glue in the hole. You don't want glue in the hole. It's not a nice look. Just saying. So add that across, pop that back in there, and then I take my bone folder and just make sure that everything's properly stuck. Oh, Brenton, the new mini catalogue. Oh, wow. I don't think there's anything in it I wouldn't be unhappy to have any of it. There's normally some stuff that I kind of go, really? Why? There is nothing that I wouldn't give house room to. It is going to break the bank. Now, there are two ways of closing this box. You can either go that way, and then this bit at the bottom will just pop out, or you can go that way, in which case that bit at the bottom will pop in. The choice is yours. Now, obviously on this one I went out. Out is better, you can get more in it, but if you've got a little gift, you may want to go in. So on this one, I just used one piece of a gorgeous smoky slate ribbon that's in the annual catalogue. Isn't this stunning? Because this is smoky slate card with the Peaceful Place. Sure, it's Peaceful Place. I could be wrong. Peaceful Place. Paper on it. Page 36 to 38. So it is, yes, Peaceful Place. Yes, it is called Peaceful Place, which is basic grey, smoky slate and silver. I decided that basic grey would be too dark, but with the smoky slate you can tie in the ribbon as well, so it's really pretty. For this one I'm going to use the matching ribbon, which is the Pool Party stripe. Yeah, it's dangerous. Seriously, it's dangerous. I couldn't believe as I went through how amazing everything was. Now I'm going to, for this one, I'm going to do the holes where the holes are actually meant to be. There are straps that you can add in the dies, but I want to use ribbon. So I'm going to punch through all the layers in one go. That is quite a lot because you've got a bit of the seam as well. But hey, I've been going to the gym. I can do this. I haven't actually been doing any exercises on my hands specifically, but you know, hey. Oh, apparently I won't be going through that one all in one go. You've overlooked this set. What, the dies, Lorna? They're gorgeous. So that's one hole. And let's just pick up the other hole on this side. Oh, and I've had 2 new team members since the new joining offer, which is awesome. So yes. Now I'm going to cut these in one because then they might be the same length at the end. So I'm going to gauge how much I need. So I'm going to go up. I'm going to go, or do I want to go that way? Oh, I think I want to go that way. And I think I want about that much. Right, so we're going to cut it at about there. So, what's the size of the hole punch? It's a 1/8 hole punch. Unfortunately, it is an old Stampin' Up one. You can get 1/8 hole punch. I mean, they're not that easy to get, but you can. I think the Crocodile has a 1/8. And that would chomp through this without any problem whatsoever. So, yeah. Oh, everything's great, Amanda. There isn't a duff item, I think. So I'm going to put a knot. I nearly said an ole. I'm going to put a knot in in one end of each of the ribbons. I don't have words this morning. And this, I also used the 1/8 hole punch because this ribbon squashes really nicely. So, yeah. Right, so the knot is going to be on the inside, surprisingly. Sorry, did I say good morning, Barbara? If not, good morning, Barbara. And then I'm going to go back in, so from the front back inside. And then, absolutely, why wouldn't you join when it's a great offer? My team are recruiting. It's so exciting. I have got my first level 3 team member, which is awesome. So that is one handle. And let me just tell you roughly how long this is. It is roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inches. So that's going to be about 17, 18 centimetres for those of you in metric land. I know I'm in metric land, I just don't work in metric. I know what an inch is. There are parts of the anatomy that are the right size for each measurement. Your thumb is about 1 inch. Your hand is about 4 inches. That is why they're called hands for animals. From the end of your nose to the end of your fingers, if you put your hand out to the side and face forward, that is about 1 yard. And if you to get a metre, you have to turn your face to the opposite direction. You've got your first ever 2 ever joins. Wonderful, Rebecca. That is amazing. Well done. So that is our little bag, and obviously we've got to, spruce it up a bit. So I thought I would use the little stockings set, so sweet little stockings, and hence I did the are you a cat or a dog person, because it makes a difference to which ones I use. And we're going dog. 48% of you are dog, and 26 are both. So sadly, the 26 who are cat, I'm sorry. I like cats too, but I am a both person. But I'm going to go dog. So, right. Now I haven't used this stamp before. So first thing I'm going to do is prepare it. Now, interesting, those of you who did attend on stage and watched the Shelley and Sarah show, which is hysterical every year, they did this with their red rubber, which I've never done. But I was quite pleased that it wasn't just me. Although, as I say, they did it with their red rubber. So, Memento, because I'm going to use blends. Like that. It's actually the only stamping I'm going to do. Just saying. If you wanted to come here to watch me stamp, you are going to be sorely disappointed. Right, now, as I'm going to colour this, the first thing I'm going to do is die cut it. And the reason for that is, if I make a complete mess of the die cutting, I haven't spent time colouring. I stress, these dies are not, she did lick the stamp, these dies are not in the sale. What are these dies not? She's old. Oh, Brenton, please, no, she's not. She's younger than me. So please, no, she's not old. She's a spring chicken. I would say she's not that much younger than me, but she is younger than me. So please don't say she's old. Because she's not. Anyway, I would never lick a stamp. I mean, I do lick, well, we don't anymore. Back in the day when you didn't have self-adhesive stamps, I would lick a stamp, but that would be for postage, not a stamp, not a rubber stamp. Yes, she licked it to clean it. You didn't say she was old, you said lol. It's because I haven't got my glasses on. You're sorry, Brenton. Yes, I suddenly realised that I had misread. But she is younger than me. Yes, I misread your lol for an old. I have floaters as well. It's not just that I haven't got my glasses on, I have floaters. Anyway, so there's my cute little doggy. Bit late to the party, but finally managed to catch you live. Hello, Corrie. Ooh, where are you in the world? So I am going to use... Ooh, I don't know what colours I'm going to use. Oh, I think cinnamon cider and pale papaya, which might be an odd colour combination, but I think it might work. Let's have a look. I'm so sorry, Brenton. Like that. What are the colours in the paper? Apart from cherry cobbler, bumblebee, or is it crushed curry and pool party and old olive? You know, colours that you wouldn't colour your cat or your dog. 30. So cinnamon cider is in it. So yeah, so I can do cinnamon cider and bumblebee. I suppose yellow. I could use So Saffron. That's not that far out from cinnamon cider, or from bumblebee rather. So what we got? You're up the road in Scotland. You're Karen. Well, because it says Corrie Papercrafts, that's why I think you're Karen. No, you're Corrie. I knew you would forgive me, Brenton. Right, so I'm thinking this looks like a Labrador puppy or a golden retriever puppy. So I'm going to start with dark So Saffron. Wish me luck, because I haven't actually looked at the papers that much. This could go horribly wrong. So I'm going to colour the whole of my little dog with So Saffron. I will have to do some more die cutting. Just saying, this isn't the only die cutting I will be doing, but I wanted to just make sure that I got this done, because the rest is going to be discounted coloured card. Because did I mention we've got a seasonal sale on where you can get 10% off any card So 12 by 12 is included as well. And 15% off classic ink pads, by which I mean anything that isn't Stays On, Memento or Versamark. And you can get 20% off from the annual catalogue dies. These dies that I'm using now are not from the annual catalogue. This is, but this isn't. So just saying. I think that's okay as a match for the Bumblebee. Right, I'm going to use a little bit of cinnamon cider just to add some definition into our little doggy. Let's have a shadow there. And it will, oh, let's put some cinnamon cider on his nose as well. And maybe a little bit there. And then I'm going to blend that out. I'll show you what I've done so far. Hello, Joanne from Quebec. Morning, Ruth. So this is what I've done so far. I'm going to blend that out. What have I walked into? Spring chickens. Stepson's name is an old boiler. Oh dear. My reply to it is an old fowl makes tastier soup. You're absolutely right. What you walked into, Ruth, was me misreading a comment that Brenton put about Shelley Gardner, who is one of the founders of Stamping Up. But I misread his comment. He put lol and I read old because I haven't got my glasses on and I have got quite bad floaters today, so my eyesight is not perfect today. But yes, so Ruth, one of my dear customers, two things. A, if you want to join Stamping Up, it is only £75 for £130 of product at the moment. And B, you can, for today through to Thursday, add coloured cardstock at 10%, well, any cardstock at 10% off, any classic inks, so the Stamping Up colour inks, 15% off, and any standard, any dies in the annual catalogue at 20% off. So you can get a lot in your starter kit. So if you want a really good deal, if you've got £75 that you can set aside, look at it now, and you can put up to £130 of product, even discounted product, into your starter kit. So have a look at that, Ruth, because it may be something to think about. You should have got a newsletter from me about it. So that's my little doggy with its bit of cinnamon cider that just sort of breaks the colour a bit. Right, so I am going to pull, I think I'm going to stick with Pool Party. So I need a little scrap of Pool Party. Slightly smaller scrap than that. This is my scraps thing. Oh, that might be big enough. If not that. No, I think that will be big enough, as we don't have those dies anymore. There is no point in keeping a die cut using a die that we don't have anymore. So one of those, then I'm going to use white and Bumblebee. I think, yes, Bumblebee. Need a very small bit of Bumblebee, that will be perfect. So, okay, what I am going to do is die cut a little tag for my bag using the stocking dies, which are not in the sale, for my stocking, for my tag rather. So I want that. Come on, out you come. I think this is out. The adhesive that they use for these is not as bad as it used to be, but oh dear, it's quite stuck. Yeah, Ruth, it definitely is a good deal for you. I mean, seriously, particularly, as I say, between now and Thursday, where you can get extras for free. Let me know if you haven't got the newsletter that I sent, and I can always send it to you again. Right, okay, so I need these on here. And my stocking. And then I will need a white stocking and a white dog head. So, don't need that. Those I don't need. I mean, I need the bits, but I don't need the dies. So all I need is the dog head again. And some white card. Enter some white card. Perfect. And we're nearly finished, actually. This won't take too much longer. Famous last words, of course. Top plate, there we go. Oh, oh, a new kitten! Jenny! Yo, lovely! Oh! Now, ragdoll. I don't know a ragdoll. Ragdoll I think we call something else, but I can't remember what it is. Does anyone know what we call a ragdoll? By which I don't mean a doll. I mean a cat. A calico, I think, is what we call tortoiseshell, I think, but I can't remember what a ragdoll is. Anyway, never mind. Right, so I'm going to stick these two together because I find it much easier to write on white. It just makes sense. And as this is going to be a tag, I am attaching... That's far too much glue. That's better. So I'm going to attach white to the back of my blue, well, pool party. Discounted by 10%. Lap cat. Okay. Okay. Might have to look it up. What was I saying? Yes, so pool party, discounted. White, discounted, assuming you can get it at the moment. So I'm going to stick my dog head onto white as well. And that is because it bleeds through and I don't want an ugly back. And it doesn't matter which white cardstock you use, it will bleed through. Whether you use the thick, the shimmer, or the ordinary, this is the ordinary, it will bleed through to the back. So a little bit of white on the back, or asleep. He hasn't got the lap cat part. He's totally nutso. Well, he's a kitten. Oh, which reminds me, I must make an appointment for one of our cats to go to the vet. I don't think it's anything serious, but he's got a funny little thing that I want checking out. Right, okay, so that's going to go on there. So that needs to go on first. Now you can use the felt for this, but my felt is the other side of the room, so I'm not. That's the toe. You could use glue dots if you don't like liquid glue. Glue dots would be perfect for attaching these. And then the heel. And I'm going to slide that on because that will, I'm going to slide it on the right way round. I put my toe on the wrong way round. Oops, toes go that way round. Oh, I got that wrong. I've got that wrong. That goes there. Dear Lord. You can see it's the first time I've used these dies, can't you? That goes there. I'll sort that out in a minute. That goes there. And I will therefore have to remove some adhesive from my pool party, but that's fine. So that's that. Now I do want some twine, so I'm going to use just white. This is left over from old, but it's the same as the twine you get in the, is it the Essentials twine? Can't remember. Anywho, right, so let's just get rid of my over gluing. Come on. So this is an adhesive eraser, which we don't now sell, but they are available on online stores such as Amazon. And it's better if you do it when it's totally dry, as opposed to what I'm doing is when it's not totally dry, so it is lifting the card a little. But if you wait until it's totally dry, it will come off perfectly. Right, so I'm going to use my little hole punch again. Now obviously this is going to be a tiny little hole and you need to get it in the right place. Ideally in the right place. Come on. If this doesn't, yes it does. Right, so I then need to get my take your pick tool in there to get that off. There we go. So my little hole, which was just about in one piece. If you use your take your pick just to stab it, that works too. I'm just going to add this through and then I will come back and stick my dog head on. But I just wanted to get that in place before I then fiddle around with this, because otherwise it's going to get a bit caught up. So I just need a little bit of adhesive, and again glue dots would be great for this because you could put a glue dot on each paw. And just have your little doggy poking over the top of your stocking. Come on, play ball. Hold it in place a little. Can you put a pic of Cisco? Can you PM me? Can I? Can you PM me? Yes. Of course you can PM me a copy of him, a picture of him. Right, so now that that's stuck properly. Now if you want to put to and from on the back, this would be the perfect moment to do that before you actually attach. To from is in the stamp set, I've just checked. So all I'm going to do is loop that through one of the handles and tie that in a knot. Now you could do a reef knot, but just a double knot is fine. And snips. Trim that down. So that is our little gift bag. Probably need to shorten that a little bit. In fact, I do. So let's shorten that a little bit. He's not on Facebook. I think you ought to start a page for him. Let's just shorten that twine a little because otherwise it's a bit long. That's a bit better. It's still probably a little bit long, but it's fine. So there's our little bag. So you can fill it up with all sorts of goodies. But it'd be great for table favours. And I will finish that off properly with things that come from the Peaceful Place suite. But there we go. So that's those are my little bags for today. I hope you thought those were fun. As I say, the bag dies are 20% off, as are any of the dies in the annual catalogue. The only word of warning I would give you is that if the die is part of a bundle, please check that it is still cost effective to buy it separately rather than as part of the bundle. It depends on the bundle as to whether it would be better to continue getting it as a bundle or whether you would be better off doing it with the 20% off. So do just check the maths on that. Thank you, Lorna. Absolutely, Nora, really good for Christmas presents. And of course you can hang them on the tree. Maybe you want to go slightly longer handles. Tissue paper in the top so that people can't see what's inside. Hang them on the tree if you've got a decent sized tree. That would be a perfect way to decorate your Christmas tree. I'm glad it was fun to watch, Joanne. Let me just pull us up again. Let me just get my mouse working if it would like to. I should say that it's not just cats and dogs in the stamp set, it's also hamsters. So let me end my poll because that's kind of done now. Come on, end. Thank you. Thank you, Ruth. So, quick reminder, if you don't already subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. 31 votes. Whoa! So yes, bottom right-hand corner to subscribe to my YouTube channel. All my social media is over on my website, all the links to that. So Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, all those good things. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. That would be awesome. And if you, wherever you are in the world, if you are not a current demonstrator, please look at the joining offer, particularly for the next couple of days where you can put extra goodies in your bag and save even more because of the discounts. 10% on card, 15% on classic ink, and 20% on dies in the annual catalogue. Way! Thank you very much indeed. Have a fantastic day, night, afternoon, morning. And I will see some of you again, I hope, on Thursday, 3 p.m. UK time. I've got my birthday cards to share tomorrow on my website. Thank you very much, all of you, for those. This I'm hoping I will have posted onto my website later today. So lots going on. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you again very soon. Which one is it? That one. That one I have to wave. I'm in reverse. I see everything in mirror and delayed. Anyway, thanks a lot.